Prime Minister Modi is going to be landing in China, his first visit after 7 years to attend the SCO summit. Prime Minister Modi has left for China from Japan, where he's scheduled to meet. Crucial meetings, in fact, are scheduled with President Xi Jinping and other leaders of Global South. Modi will hold talks with Xi Jinping on Sunday on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit amid Trump's imposition of 50% tariff on Indian goods. This will be Prime Minister Modi's first visit to China in over 7 years, when he met Xi in Wuhan for an informal summit in 2018. The SCO summit in Tianjin will bring together over 20 leaders from Central Asia, Southeast Asia, Middle East and other parts of Asia. Russian President Vladimir Putin, in fact, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian and Indian Prime Minister Modi topped the list of dignitaries who will be attending that summit. Also attending will be Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Egyptian Prime Minister. Now, those, of course, are a list of leaders who will be attending the SCO summit. And for China, the two-day Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit, which starts on Sunday, has come at a time when India is looking to diversify, in fact, its partnerships to other countries in Asia. Now, remember, Prime Minister Modi will be landing in China shortly for his first visit in 7 years. A trip that puts him in the company of Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin, as India's ties with the US have soured over the past 10 days. Modi's visit to Tianjin for a regional security summit comes days after US President Donald Trump doubled his tariffs on India and exports to the point of 50%, citing Delhi's refusal to stop buying Russian oil. The row has upended years of deepening cooperation between India and the US, which was built on technology, people-to-people contact, a shared determination to counter Beijing's global ambitions. Now, this has forced India to look aggressively elsewhere to diversify its trade. Now, India and China will be hoping to better their trade ties in various sectors, including agri and marine products, which makes for niche exports. Remember, marine products, especially shrimp, will be impacted due to Trump tariffs. India and China are also hoping to arrive at better trading relations when it comes to metals and petroleum, which is largely exported to China from India. And high-value imports, remember, outweigh the raw material exports to China. And India will be looking to ensure that it is able to have better relations with China when it comes to raw value imports, as well as ensure that its exports to China go up in the near future. Electronics and telecom are where India dominates, and India will likely want to deepen its trade ties with China on electronics as well as telecom. Now, remember, the economic blow of tariffs to India could be immense. The US is India's biggest export market at about $87 billion a year, and two-thirds of that, which is about $60 billion in goods, will be subject to new duties and hit India's labor-intensive sectors from textile to jewelry. Now, even before the tariff, India had been cautiously warming up to China as a source of investment and technology in hope of boosting trade with China. The relations froze after the deadly clash along the Himalayan border in 2022. And since then, India-China relations have seen thaw in the last few months. All right, my colleague Manish Jha is at the site. He is tracking the SCO summit in China. Let's quickly listen in. He sent this report.
TV9 पर हम आपको चीन का वो होटल दिखाने वाले हैं जहां प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ठहरेंगे। तियानजन शहर के इस वंदा विस्ता होटल को देखिए, एक शानदार आप कहें कि 5 स्टार होटल है जो इस वक्त आप देख सकते हैं। और इस होटल की जो 2 बड़ी इमारतें हैं, इसके साथ में भारत का तिरंगा लहरा रहा है, इसको आप देखिए। और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी अगले 2 दिन तक यहीं ठहरने वाले हैं और यहीं से प्रधानमंत्री SCO सम्मेलन में भाग लेने के लिए जाएंगे। यहीं से प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी चीन के राष्ट्रपति से मिलने के लिए जाएंगे, रूस के राष्ट्रपति से मुलाकात करने के लिए यहीं से जाएंगे और यहीं पर भारतीय समुदाय के लोगों से भी मिलेंगे। इस वक्त अगर मैं आपको बताऊं तो इस होटल को आप देख सकते हैं कि चीनी सुरक्षा कर्मियों ने पूरी तरह से इसे अपने नियंत्रण में रखा है और प्रधानमंत्री की सुरक्षा के लिए तमाम चाक चौबंद व्यवस्था की गई है। और जो कैमरे पर इस वक्त आप गाड़ियों का काफिला देख रहे हैं, ये वो गाड़ियां हैं जो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी अपने काफिले में जिन गाड़ियों का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा। और साथ ही में आप देखिए तो ये जो एक गाड़ी यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं, इसी में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ये जो आप कवर वाली हिस्सा देख रहे हैं, इसमें जो गाड़ी है इसी में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी यहाँ से सम्मेलन के लिए जाएंगे। तो TV9 के कैमरे पर न केवल आप इस जगह को देख पा रहे हैं बल्कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के ठहरने के लिए या फिर उनकी सुरक्षा व्यवस्था के लिए जो इंतजाम किया गया है और या फिर होटल के आगे जो आप ये कई सारी गाड़ियां देख रहे हैं, ये सब या तो विदेश मंत्रालय के अधिकारियों की गाड़ी है या फिर प्रधानमंत्री की सुरक्षा और प्रधानमंत्री के काफिले की गाड़ियां हैं। और इन सब के बीच में जो चीनी सुरक्षा कर्मी हैं उन्होंने इस पूरे परिसर को कहें, होटल के परिसर को और आसपास को अपने कब्जे में ले रखा है ताकि सुरक्षा में किसी भी तरह की कोताही ना बढ़ती जाए। और वहीं दूसरी तरफ यहीं से प्रधानमंत्री SCO सम्मेलन के लिए जब जाएंगे तो वो घटनाक्रम होने वाला है जिसको लेकर पूरी दुनिया में चर्चा हो रही है, यानी कि SCO सम्मेलन में भारत का क्या रुख होगा। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जब SCO सम्मेलन में भारत का पक्ष रखेंगे तो किस तरीके से भारत अपनी संतुलन वाली कूटनीति को लेकर आगे बढ़ेगा, क्योंकि चीन और रूस की ये मंशा है कि यही मौका है जब अमेरिका के खिलाफ भारत को अपने गठजोड़ में एक सक्रिय सदस्य के तौर पर शामिल कर सके। लेकिन भारत की जो विदेश नीति है वो बहुपक्षीय विदेश नीति है और SCO सम्मेलन में भी उसका असर साफ तौर पर दिखाई देगा।
हमने उनको आज तक सुना है पूरा टीवी में, न्यूज़ चैनल के माध्यम से या सोशल मीडिया के माध्यम से। आज वो हम उनको पर्सनली मिलेंगे तो वो फीलिंग हम एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर सकते। हमारा फीलिंग मतलब इट्स बियॉन्ड आवर वर्ड्स एक्चुअली।
हम बहुत उत्साहित हैं। जब से पता चला कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी आ रहे हैं तो हमने सबने इकट्ठा होकर सोचा कि उनका स्वागत करने जहाँ भी आएंगे वो हम ज़रूर आएंगे। और कल रात को हम पहुँचे और सुबह से बस यही कोशिश है कि किसी तरीके से मोदी जी के साथ हमारी मुलाकात हो जाए।
ये जो आफ्टर 6 इयर्स दोनों कंट्री जो आज एशिया के अंदर जो बोल सकते हैं, और दोनों भी नहीं, मैं तो 3 बोलूंगा, रशिया, मिस्टर पुतिन जी भी आ रहे हैं, राइट। तो इन तीनों के मिलने से अभी जो पूरे विश्व के ऊपर जो इफेक्ट पड़ेगा ना, ये बहुत ही अच्छा होने वाला है और बहुत जरूरी है हमारे युवाधन के लिए, हमारे जो बेरोजगार लोग हैं उन सब लोगों के लिए अभी ये बहुत जरूरी है कि ये इवेंट होए ताकि हम सबका ग्रोथ हो सके।
वी आर नॉट एबल टू बिलीव एंड इट्स अ ड्रीम के मोदी जी से हमारा मिलना होगा एंड वी आर एबल टू मीट हिम और कांट एक्सप्रेस द फीलिंग।
The Indian diaspora in China extremely excited to meet Prime Minister Modi, who's going to be landing there very, very shortly for the SCO summit. Now, earlier today, we spoke to experts to try and decode what Prime Minister's visit to Tianjin really means for growing bonhomie between India and China. My colleague Kartikeya spoke to experts. Listen in to what he had to say.
First of all, we didn't pull out of RCEP. We didn't join RCEP at all, even though the offer was open to us. And even today, we can join RCEP if we are inclined towards doing it. So that's entirely a different issue. We didn't join RCEP personally. I think it was a mistake. But the decision makers have a broader view, and they thought that it was not appropriate to join RCEP at that time. Maybe now, whenever If you think it gives us some benefit, we will. I think we should. But anyway, that apart. Coming to the issue of trade. Trade is a natural process. Countries will trade wherever there are advantages. If we cannot allow the trade the natural way, and we all know the 70s and 60s, then it will take place illegally. It depends upon where the advantages are, but the trade will take place whether you want to stop it or you don't want to stop it. Therefore, I have no argument at all on whether trade should take place China to the and the USA, etc., etc. Please remember, post Galvan, we said go local. We did that, but the export from China to India has actually increased because we needed the infrastructural material from them. We may not buy toys, etc., but we do. They still supply a lot of material for our own growth and development. API, they continue to grow. Therefore, I don't think we should be hesitant or reluctant in terms of entering into trade ties with China, or tomorrow if USA does agree to look at our point of view and say that all right, increasing tariff was a mistake, let us talk trade terms, and we should not say no to them, but we should be hard-nosed and we should be realistic about it. We should see where our advantages are. We should see what we want, not what they want, and negotiate for it. Our problem is that we look at negativity. What do they want? Can we give it to them? Not what we want, not what we need. Just like in the case of artificial intelligence or semiconductors, India was a forward-looking country in the area of semiconductor in 70s. I remember that. And we closed our only one semiconductor plant and we lost the advantage. APIs. Our pharmaceutical industry grew on the strength of APIs. We sent it off China. Short-sighted. Therefore, negotiate with both China and USA. USA is prepared to offer, but be hard-nosed, be realistic. As far as the border is concerned, I know with China there are issues.
I think what we should try to tell both of them, what Prime Minister has been telling them always, that this is not an era of war, era of conflict. We should not think in terms of nuclear conflicts in future. So what we have to try to do is to, firstly, with China, we have to make sure that there's a reliability and long-term projection about the stability of supplies. The partnerships, supply chain partnerships which we are developing in Asia and elsewhere, they should continue unabated. That's number one, and the balance should be there. I mean, if we are buying about $114 billion worth of goods from China, then China cannot simply say, okay, you make $100 billion out of India. So I think they should try to do something. And we have already given some inclination to allow better visa facilities to Chinese business people, Chinese students, and also for Chinese investments into India. So there should be stability, and then the Chinese should store all the information with regard to India in India. So then they should try to behave as a better international partner, which will also be a kind of a indication for other European countries and other partners of India that they don't have to insist that India should give tax exemptions and should allow international storage of information about India and Indians. As regards Putin is concerned, I think we have great partnership with Russia, that we don't have to bother about it because there is going to be more defense level relationship, more high tech, more joint production, more concepts about joint R&D, etc. I think that they should develop, but at the same time, we should be able to influence the thinking in both China and Russia that while we strengthen the RIC cooperation, well, it should be benefit for the whole world. It should be for the benefit of Asia. We are not thinking in terms of the old Cold War kind of a scenario, which led us to think of 1971, but we should really look towards the future. And that is a very important initiative which Prime Minister can do. Like President Trump thinks that he is the third glorious president in USA. We think that Prime Minister Modi is the first Prime Minister of India who can really do a lot of changes for India, for Asia, and for the world. And I think, therefore, he should not miss this opportunity. It's an extremely crucial round of meetings in Japan and China with Xi and with Putin.
All right, experts there trying to decode the South Asian politics and especially the Indo-Pacific politics as it continues to move away from US orientation.